I've been doing Taekwondo for about 23 years now. I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada, and there's not much else to do there. Was competing a lot, and went to Thailand to fight at the Thailand Taekwondo Nationals, and I won the gold medal. I was the only foreigner. Got some job offers and stuff like that, and not too crazy about Saskatchewan, so I moved on to Bangkok. They enjoy Taekwondo because it's very similar to Muay Thai, and I think in a lot of ways it's quite popular because, well, you know, it's become an Olympic sport and stuff like that. So, and you know, there's so many similarities between a lot of the kicks and stuff like that. So actually, you know, when I went down there, I wasn't sure what to expect, but you know, I got a lot of respect, and the Thai people are great. You know, they love Muay Thai, they love Taekwondo, they love martial arts. You know, so. Yeah, it went really well ever since I've been there. I've been there about 10 years now, and I run, you know, a large Taekwondo academy there. You know, so no, Thai people are great. They like it, and so I've been doing that ever since, and you know, working on the movies and stuff. I was doing some films, Thai movies, and Medallion, and got called in for casting for Ong Bak. They were looking for, you know, real fighters because it was going to be full contact. So they wanted people that could take contact. All the foreigners that they picked for this movie, you know, were people that, you know, fought before, had a pretty good idea about Thai culture because the people that are in the movie have been in Thailand for a while, could speak, you know, a bit of the language. And so when we were on the set, everyone got along really well. And it was like a family atmosphere. Some of the people they used in the movie were actors and stuff like that you know, they wanted to have some, you know, training. And because I do have the academy there, you know, they had me training one of the fighters in particular. The guy, he was supposed to represent like more of a Japanese style. You know, he is a Thai guy, by the way, but you know, he has that look. So you know, training him, you know, how to do martial arts and kick and stuff like that. Yeah, and then I did you know, a little bit of the choreography for that fight, what to do, and also the test film. You know, they wanted me to go with you know, Tony Jaa, you know, so they knew what kind of film to use for the scene. You know, so we did some fighting out there. When you're competing, you know, you kind of stick to real fundamentals. You know, kind of meat and potatoes fighting. You know, when you start to train for movies and doing movie style kicks, you gotta kind of try and stop training more competitively because it's completely different. You know, more jumping, aerial stuff like that. So you know, it's just a different aspect of the martial art. You know, so you know, it's kind of difficult. You learn, you got to start training differently. Yeah, but I enjoy it. Let's do it slow one more time. You know, doing lots of demonstrations and stuff like that in front of large crowds, and also competing a lot, you know, in front of lots of people that, you know, when you get in front of the camera or movie, you feel a little more relaxed. It gives you some confidence because you want to perform well, but at least you know what you're supposed to do. Whereas, like, you know, if you make a mistake at a demonstration in front of thousands of people, everyone saw it. Whereas, like, you know, you don't want to make a mistake in a movie, but if you do, okay, you get a chance to do it again. So I think, you know, because of that, I felt pretty relaxed in front of the camera. In the movie, I'm in the cave scene with, you know, five, six other guys, and they're all Thai guys, and we're the bodyguards of the main bad guys. So they wanted me to look a bit Thai. You know, they put a lot of makeup on my face and stuff like that. So I got recognized by the people who knew me, but people that didn't know me didn't recognize me as much because it doesn't really look like me so much in the movie. Yeah, more from other films. You know, they might have noticed I did another Thai movie called Jet Prajan Ban, Heaven 7, where I had a good fight scene in that one too, and I think a lot of people more recognize me from that. Most of the fight scenes they had already done for, they knew exactly what they were doing. He had worked on these scenes like way in advance, and we practiced them way beforehand. With a bit of the choreography would be with, say, a character who they didn't know what that person could do. So basically my job was to, you know, teach the guy, see what he could do, and then they would use that and they'd be, okay, this is the kind of fight scene we're going to make for this guy, like that. But you know, we rehearsed a lot for like the cave scene, you know, practice that for a while, and so yeah, they knew exactly what they wanted, and they got it. We did the rehearsals. We just had a training place in Bangkok. The scene, the cave scene, actually, they built a cave just outside of Bangkok, about, you know, an hour outside of Bangkok. You know, you're driving on the side of the road, and they just pull on the side of the road, and there it is. You know, so yeah, it's just inside like a man-made cave set. So it was a pretty awesome set. It was pretty good. First thing I'll say about the guy is he's such a humble, nice guy. First time I met him, I didn't really see what he's done. You know, I didn't know much about the movie. You know, just got into it, and when I saw him, what he could do, I was like, wow, like this guy's incredible. You know, he can climb walls. You know, no pulleys, nothing. You know, and you know, incredible gymnastics. You know, great gymnastics, good kicker, good. You know, really good everything. You know, and hits hard too, because, you know, like in this movie, it's full contact, so we got to feel it, and he's good because, you know, he could take it too, because he had to take a lot of shots in this movie, and every time, you know, he'd go down and he might wince like, oh, but he'd look and he'd be like, oh, that was good. You know, he liked it. So yeah, great guy, really talented. You know, it was great working with him. One thing that Tony Jaa also has a great team. They strung up one of the guys up there, and we pulled him, and it was kind of strange shooting that, because at the time I was shooting in the evening time, Twins Effect, you know, from like 7 to 7, and then they'd rush me over to that set, you know, from 8 a.m. till nighttime, and then rush me back. So I hadn't slept, so I was a little bit, you know, out of it. So I had to hold on to this guy, and then he was going to jump across a table and hit me with 2 knees. I hadn't even seen him move like that before. I was like, oh man, this is pretty scary stuff, you know. But it was great. Yeah, it was cool. So I had to hold this guy, and, you know, I'm waiting for the thing to come, and hold on to this rope and grab a sword. And he comes running and jumps over a table, and, you know, gives me a couple shots. You know, we had to take it, I think, just 3 times, I think. Yeah. That's the worst, because you felt it the first time, and you're like, yeah, that hurt. And then, you know, yeah, you got to do it again. So you just take a couple deep breaths, and you're like, okay, let's just go for it, you know. And you just want to get it right, you know, because every scene, you know, it hurts a bit, but yeah, it's great, you know, it's exciting. You feel like you really worked. Yeah, so anyone that did this movie was definitely sore, bruised, hurt, and you know, me and all the guys were all friends from the movie. You know, David, who plays Mad Dog and stuff, we used to joke about, you know, how many bruises did you get today? Everyone on the movie scene, you know, including him and also the director and everyone else, was, even though it was full contact, they were also very concerned about our well-being, make sure we're okay. They really looked after us, you know, and it made it like we wanted to do our best for that movie. Like, you know, we were willing to get hurt or whatever it took, you know, because I think we were so proud of it. Once we started working on it and we were already doing it, I knew it was going to be a great movie. So going there to see it, you know, it totally lived up to our expectations. Before we started shooting the movie, you know, I just thought it was just going to be, you know, just kind of a run-of-the-mill, maybe lower budget Thai movie. Once we started shooting, I knew it was going to be excellent. I think the reason why people love Ong Bak so much is because it's real. You know, you know, so many movies now are done with pulleys and, you know, computer graphics, whatever. It's not realistic anymore. And when it first happened, I think people were digging it. But now, you know, people kind of miss the old stuff. And I think that's why people loved it, because there was absolutely no pulleys whatsoever. It was all full contact. And so when people saw that, they could feel the energy on the movie. And, you know, because there was a lot of energy on the set, because everything that was going on was a big stunt, you know, and you knew you could get hurt. And I think that's why people really enjoy it, you know.